It's all about building layers of flavor, y'all. Yum. They are fudgy and moist and freaking amazing. FOMO no mo. Hey y'all, hey, Erica with Time to Shrink. Today we're gonna do what I eat in a day. High Key, the brand High Key, sent me this huge box of all kinds of goodies. This massive box is what they sent this stuff in. Y'all, I love, love, love granola, and finding granolas that are still low carb. They're in like little clusters. There's like pepitas. There's 2 net carbs per serving, 14 fat, 5 protein for 1/4 of a cup. It has almonds, it has sunflower seeds, erythritol, stevia, monk fruit, pumpkin seeds, pecans, flax seeds, some organic virgin coconut oil, some collagen, some maple, some chia seeds, some cinnamon, and some salt. So these are tasty, 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 y'all. My kids have taken over them. They also sent me this cauliflower mash, and I am super psyched to experiment with this. I'm gonna make shrimp and grits for dinner. Shrimp and andouille sausage, and I'm gonna make this in a like grits. So we'll see how that turns out. It's not something I've ever tried before, but we're gonna experiment. So I'm gonna make that later today, and I will show you that. I also had a really cool idea. They sent me not just a brownie mix, but also a blondie mix. And so I am totally gonna put these together in a layered thing and make like a brookie. They also sent some different cookies and brownies. They're little cookies. They're like the little circles. It's like Famous Amos style. They are so good. These are 2 net carbs per serving. I can totally eat an entire box of these in one sitting. So they're a little dangerous for me, but they look like this. So good. And they also sent a bunch of these cheese crunch things. They're kind of like wisps. They have egg whites in there. So it's cheddar cheese, egg white, and then a flavor. I love the consistency. Let me open and show you. They look like this. So they're just like a little cheese snack. You get 15 pieces, no carbs, 12 protein. So that's a good little snack. One thing I was thinking about that would be cool with these, if you make a cheese ball, I like to make them for holidays or parties. So I might crush up some pecans and crush up some of these and roll the cheese ball in that together. I think that would be a really, really cool way to use these. They also sent me some of these instant hot cereals. I have tried these before. If you like to have a warm oatmeal-y type breakfast and you're missing that on keto, I highly recommend these. The strawberries and cream, if you ever had those little packets, you know, really good. They also sent a pancake mix, and I have never used their pancake mix, but I've heard nothing but good things. They also gave me some monk fruit stevia allulose blend. I have used this from them before. I have purchased this before. I love it. I think it tastes really, really good. Planning to use it in my coffee this morning. I'll just use it wherever I would use sugar. That is everything that they sent. Let's jump into this day. I need some coffee. This girl needs some coffee. Look at that yummy granola, y'all. So good. Big pieces of pecans, pepitas. I wish y'all could smell this. It smells so mapley delicious, and it's really nice and sweet. It is so, so good. So there's breakfast. All right, y'all, let's get some lunch today. What are we gonna have? I have so much stuff meal prepped, so we're gonna go with Italian sausage and crunchity cheese wisps from High Key. Sounds like a really, really good lunch to me. All right, y'all, we are going to make those High Key brownie, brookie, whatever you call them. What's the name when you combine a cookie and a brownie? Isn't it like a brookie? I think it's a brookie. Or maybe I'm saying that completely wrong. But I'm gonna take this High Key brownie mix, make it up. Literally all you need is the mix, 2 eggs and some butter. Same thing for this blondie mix. It's like a cookie bar. It says brownie baking mix blondie original, but it looks kind of like a cookie bar, so it's giving me that vibe. So we're gonna do a layer of brownie and then a layer of this. I have never made these, y'all, so let's find out. All right, High Key brownie baking mix, chocolate chip fudge. Let's get going. I'm gonna turn the oven on real quick. All right, we have half a cup of partially melted butter, our high key brownie mix. All right, we're gonna make our blondie mix. Y'all, I just noticed, FOMO no mo. No, that's not how we say it. FOMO no mo, fear of missing out no more, because it's 1 gram net carb blondies. There we go. Spit it out, Erica. All right, so again, all we're doing is adding egg and butter, y'all. 1 egg, 2 eggs. Smells good. Brookies going in the oven, y'all. All right, y'all, we're gonna make our shrimp and grits. I'm super, super excited about this. This high key cauliflower mash, just, I don't know, I was thinking because of the ingredients in it, it has some almond flour and some hemp seed. I'm thinking that it's gonna maybe be grit-like a little bit, so we're gonna hope it is. We're gonna try it out, but I'm gonna make my shrimp and grits, and instead of grits, we're gonna use this cauliflower mash. So let's get cooking. I cut up thick peppered bacon into tiny little pieces, and I put it in a cold pot. You always want to render bacon from cold. You will get much crisper, better results. So this is on about a medium, and we're just going to let this crisp up. We're going to use this as a flavor profile and the fat that we're going to cook everything else in. So this is the first thing we're doing, little lardons of bacon. I really like nice thick cut bacon for this. So when you get your bacon like this, all nice and crispy, we're just gonna pull that out, and then we will keep going with the shrimp and grits. Okay, next I'm just gonna add some andouille sausage to the pan, and I am using, this is really a bench scraper. I use it as a scooper. I got it at Amazon, I believe. I'll find it and link it down below. This is such a handy tool to have, y'all. I'm cooking it in that, right in that bacon grease, and we're gonna get it nice and crispy. Then we'll set it to the side and keep rolling. Gotta build flavor for this dish. It's all about building layers of flavor, y'all. Okay, y'all, so now that this has just only been in here for like maybe 2 minutes, I'm just kind of crisping it up. The andouille sausage is already cooked, so we're gonna pull that to the side. Our onion, I've got this down to like a medium low now. I'm gonna add in my peppers. This bacon grease is super hot, so don't add your garlic until the last minute. Okay, this is nice and softened, so I'm gonna add my garlic. I did about 3 big cloves of garlic. We love garlic around here. If you don't like garlic, you can always do less if you want, but I'm not sure why you would want. But you never ever want to overcook garlic. If garlic burns, it gets really nasty, y'all. So I always add the garlic and only go about 30-45 seconds with the garlic. Okay, y'all, I added a little bit more bacon fat because I just felt like we needed a little bit more fat going on here in our pan. So I'm letting that heat up over a medium high. As soon as that gets all nice and melted, we're gonna add in some shrimp here in 1 second. Bold Bayou by Fresh Jack's seasoning, and we are just going to dump our shrimp, and we're gonna fry up our shrimp in the bacon fat. This literally is gonna take a couple minutes, y'all. At this point, when the shrimp is starting to curl up on itself and you're starting to see color on both sides, we're gonna go ahead and toss that, get them flipped over. Oh my gosh, they look good. You do not want to overcook shrimp. They can get a little bit on the rubbery side if you overcook shrimp. So as soon as they curl up tight like this, you know they're about done. You want them to be nice and pink, no more of that gray color, and you want it to be curled up in a little ball like this. So we're gonna take these out. Now we wanna do something with all that awesome flavor on the bottom of the pot. So we are going to take some chicken broth, bring up all those little brown bits off the bottom because those are where all the flavor is. So I have this up at high. We're gonna add our veggies back in, and we're just gonna let this cook down for a second. This is reduced down by about half. So now we're gonna add in a little bit of cream. So we have our creamy sauce. I'm gonna put this back down to low now, and we're gonna start adding back in. We're gonna add our andouille sausage. We're gonna add some of that bacon. I'm gonna reserve a little bit of the bacon to put over the top. And if you feel like you need a little bit more sauce, you can add a little bit more chicken broth. I feel like I am gonna do that. So as soon as this gets nice and perfect, we'll add our shrimp. You don't wanna add your shrimp until the very end because you don't want to overcook that shrimp. Okay, y'all, I am heating up some chicken broth and some butter. Bring this to a boil, and then we are going to add the high-key cauli mash. While we're waiting on our chicken broth to come up to temperature, here's the ingredients. Almond flour, hemp seeds, cheddar cheese, ground flax, Asiago cheese blend, hydrolyzed collagen, some onions, some salt, parsley, yeast extract, sunflower lecithin. So, I'm really intrigued by this, and because of the ingredient combination, I'm thinking this is gonna give me a good grit texture. I'm really hoping. I have never found anything to replace grits, y'all, so we shall see, we shall see. I'm using chicken broth instead of water. It does call for 1/4 cup of water, but I wanna give it a little bit richer flavor, so I'm using a homemade bone broth. So, cauliflower mash savory side dish. It's gonna work. So, I added our shrimp into this, y'all, and we are ready to serve.
Wait, what are we doing?
All right, I have 2 taste testers with me. Jack's already tasted some, but we're gonna try the shrimp and grits, y'all. Let's go for it. Yum.
What's the stuff again?
This is like a cauli mash, but it has like almond flour and some flax and some hemp seed. So I thought it might give a grits like texture a little bit.
All right.
I'm good.
Now that is really good.
It is like grits a little. It's a really good keto
Gives you
flavor.
the hint of it.
It's the closest we've gotten to grits.
Absolutely.
Like
So what do you think about the shrimp and andouille and gravy?
It's good.
like everything you make, it is phenomenal.
Oh, it sounds like he's being sarcastic, but he's not. He actually really likes this sauce.
No, I'm just tired and I'm losing my voice.
Okay.
So.
So good. Y'all, my kids demolished that. They loved it. I was right. That consistency gave it the grit-like consistency because it had that hemp and almond flour. Like, it didn't taste just like mashed cauliflower. Like, if you're looking for just mashed cauliflower, it didn't really give you that to me, but it really... Hazel, y'all, all day long, every time I get on, she wants me or rings the doorbell or something to go outside. Anyways, I am super impressed with this and I will totally repurchase. This is the first ever time I've come anywhere close to getting a grits feel and staying keto. This is how the brownie, blondie, brookie, whatever you want to call it, turned out. They are fudgy and moist and freaking amazing. My kids like them. Even my little man, who never likes any of my keto products, said that these were pretty good, Mom. So highly recommend, y'all. This is how they turned out. Kind of the cookie layer on top and the brownie layer on the bottom. So totally recommend all of these high key products that I've tried. I don't know if I've tried a high key product yet that I don't recommend. I really do enjoy them. And I have to say, y'all, I also love that these are gluten free. I don't like when keto products start putting all kind of wheat and gluten and things that are inflammatory in their products. I love that high key sticks to gluten free. I have to say, I have been impressed by High Key, y'all. I have been a patron of High Key for a long time. I have been using their stuff for quite a while, and I was super excited to try some of their new stuff out and try to be a little bit creative with it. I am so not a baker, so the baking mix was awesome to discover that I actually really liked it, and that's something I would totally repurchase because I don't like to bake from scratch. I'm not a baker. I just don't like to measure. I like to just create. So this allowed me to taste a baking mix and find out that I really do like it. I did not get the pancakes made, but I will share my results on the pancakes with y'all once we get them made. That just didn't end up happening today. But I've heard really good reports about those. And then this cauli mash, y'all, like I said, doesn't taste like cauli mash to me, but it is a good grits replacement, a cheesy grits replacement. Now, does it taste exactly like grits? No. But with this shrimp and grits meal, it worked. And my family, who is not keto in any way and doesn't love when I do cauli mashes, they all loved it. Jackson and Caroline could not stop raving about this dish, y'all. So I highly recommend you try it. I will totally repurchase that cauli mash to make this exact dish again. I highly enjoyed it, highly recommend it. So that is what we ate today, y'all. I hope you got some ideas, and I hope maybe you'll try out High Key. I will have their info linked down below for you to try them out if you haven't yet. If you have, tell me down below what your favorite High Key product is. I would love to know. Okay, bye y'all. I hope you have a super fabulous week.